Okay, now you see, the Jiang Shi, they are called hopping zombies, or some call them vampires. However, they don't actually suck your blood. They suck your chi, which is your life force. It's like your breath, everything gives you life. Now, the Jiang Shi, they can only be vanquished by a Taoist priest. And the priests, they perform duties such as exorcisms, burial rituals, feasts and festivals, and they even perform divination and fun stuff. Now, the priests, they need to understand concepts about yin and yang and 5 elements on the earth. And they do this by using feng shui. Taoist priest is called upon to properly bury the dead person, and they use feng shui for this. Now, the priest, he has to pick out a perfect spot to bury the dead body. Now, if the dead body and the spirit, they don't like this spot where he is buried in the ground, then that soul will not leave the body and will come back as a hopping zombie and haunt you. Now, there's only certain ways you can get rid of them. One way is by using talismans, which what you do for that, you take a piece of yellow paper and you write Chinese spells on them. And then what you do, if there's a hopping zombie attacking you, you take it and you put it on his forehead, and that will subdue the hopping zombie until you can later take care of him. Now you can either use red ink, or it's preferred to use chicken's blood to write the spell. Now another way to vanquish a hopping zombie is by using a sword made of Chinese coins. A useful tool is an 8-sided mirror, which is often used in feng shui. Now another useful tool are bells. Now these are used in many rituals. They often ring bells when they carry the corpse to the grave, which will help keep the spirit away, help keep it at bay and everything. So, ringing bells will help keep a hopping zombie away. Like I said before, chicken blood, or a chicken, are great tools to use in vanquishing the evil hopping zombie. You can often sacrifice a chicken which can appease the spirits instead of human flesh. And then, the best tool to use is sticky rice. Now you can't use your regular old, just uncooked, whatever, Uncle Ben's brown rice. You have to use sticky rice. This proves lethal to the hopping zombies and will vanquish them forever.
The stories of the Jiang Shi, much like the European vampires, seems to have changed its face with time and contact with other cultures. Also like the European vampire, the tales still linger and fascinate the human mind. They are often characters in movies and import video games and cartoons. They still serve as a topic of fear for some and fascination for others. Nowadays, traditional Jiang Shi stories are hard to come by in the more modernized populations of China. Reports of the Jiang Shi still do happen to appear from more rural parts, though even these reports describe a more westernized, blood-sucking Jiang Shi. As long as there is such an emphasis on the family, the Jiang Shi will serve as a reminder to properly bury the dead in China.